Welcome to Workoutmaster episode number 2. This is Ruben.
This is Aram.
And it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Miami.
No, it's not. It's raining.
And it is beautiful. Raining is beautiful.
Yeah, we call it liquid sunshine.
We're going to talk about balance, actually. This is a part of the balance that we want to talk about. For some people, rain is good. For somebody, sunshine is good. It can be beautiful either way. All right, so we talked about, what did we talk about first time?
A lot of stuff. We talked about a lot of things. The first episode, we actually wrote about, creating goals, writing them, getting them in there, open to yourself, express what you need to do, how you're going to go about it, what if, when, and now we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do once you have defined your goals, how to start moving forward towards attaining them.
Excellent. If you shared your goals with us, thank you very much. We certainly appreciate it. We're going to try to respond to pretty much every single comment that we get.
Right.
And since you got guys the goals, we want to kind of generalize a little bit and say what are the most common goals that our listeners can possibly have.
Well, if we go back to the basis of when people go to the doctor, the most common ailments that they always complain of is going to be weight loss, weight gain. Some people need to gain weight, some people don't. They can afford to lose poundage, and actually fatigue. So those are the most common complaints that doctors nowadays hear. And we want to tell you whatever is possible that we can show you how to do to define why that imbalance is created. After all, it's quote unquote an imbalance, and how we go about it.
Exactly. So you don't have to run to the doctor anytime you have a weight loss or weight gain problems or fatigue. Sometimes you can actually do things for yourself, by yourself. And we're going to show you very simple steps that you can do to get better results.
Yes.
Yeah, to create a better balance. So first thing to do is to realize that there's a possibility that there is an imbalance within your system. There's things that you do that contribute
to throw off the body of balance.
Exactly. So there's some things that actually needs to be addressed and things needs to be changed. So be prepared to actually address and change a few things. Think of a teeter-totter.
Correct.
Yeah? So there's something that creates a drain.
Right.
And there's something that can create a gain.
Correct.
So it's a teeter-totter. So we're going to talk about things that can actually create a drain on your system,
right,
and things that you can put so they're going to make you gain in your system.
Good. And that gain or drain, it could be also correlated to being catabolic, being anabolic, being positive, being negative. It's all different spectrums of the polarity system.
Exactly. So what do you think is the biggest drains on today's society for our listeners?
It's very easy. People either overeat or undereat. They don't drink enough water, and they over-exercise, under-exercise, or overwork.
Overwork
is number one.
I think that's a big one.
Absolutely. Every single person that we are in our families, sometimes ourselves too, and a lot of our clients, they have to work a lot because the economic market, and the job situation right now, you have to really prove yourself. So yeah,
it's rough these days. So I totally understand that we need to do certain things to make the ends meet, and working in many cases actually going to get you there.
Yeah.
Another thing to realize from it that can cause an imbalance. So working too much can be an issue.
Yes, it definitely is, because obviously as you work a lot, it actually is going to take away from other aspects of your life. You're not going to have time for meals, you're not going to have time to exercise, or you don't have time for, maybe perhaps see your family. So that will create other host of problems itself.
Exactly.
All the stressors.
End up working all the time, not doing things that you maybe love more, doing your hobbies and other things.
Yes.
So what can we do to offset the certain very big imbalances? What our listeners can do right now to get more gain, get something in the system, get them closer to being more energetic, get them closer to being less fat and more muscle.
You have to eat.
Okay. Well, the biggest thing is not that you have to eat a lot.
No.
It's just one thing is very important is not to skip meals.
Yeah.
Let's say it again. Do not skip meals.
Right.
Because
because then your blood sugar will go very, very low,
So it
and
has
it's going to
something-
have a huge hormonal response on the negative.
Exactly. So it has something to do with the blood sugar regulation, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more, actually a lot more,
Yes.
in the next episode. So make sure you don't
I think
skip meals.
we should make an episode specifically of blood sugar control, so
Okay.
people can get a very detailed idea of how it happens, when it happens, and what can you do about it. I
Perfect.
think you guys will appreciate that.
I'm for it.
Good.
So ultimately, don't skip meals. And what the second thing we would want to do?
Eat appropriately for what your body really needs, to really listen to the signals of the body. Besides, obviously, we're going to have a lot of information about how important sleep is and how information hydration is. And most
You're
people
running
skip.
ahead of time.
Am I? Keep going.
So what we're going to talk about is do not wait until you're super hungry to eat.
Yes.
Because that's where you're going to make the worst decisions. Yeah? So two things with nutrition. Don't wait until you're super hungry, and do not skip meals.
Correct.
Now, what else our clients our listeners can do?
Drink water.
Drink water. That's simple. You can just go out there and get water. What happens if you're thirsty? What your body just told you? It could be that you're hungry, or it could be you're very, very thirsty.
You're very dehydrated.
So ultimately, you don't want to wait until you're super thirsty to drink water.
Right.
Drink a little bit
Or
before.
just thirsty. By the time you're thirsty, the signal is already being lingering for a while.
Exactly. Okay.